You are listening to My Online Friends.
You are listening to My
Digital
Online
Lobotomy.
A housebound production.
That's a gang stalker parts where my uncle is.
I'm truly having a hashtag crash out moment.
It's him. Oh, he's so sexy. Yes, sir. I'd do anything for him. I'd submit to him. Control me.
Exhale the urge to stage the perfect brunch photo.
Oh.
Breathe in self-acceptance.
Oh.
Breathe out the compulsion to check your likes every 30 seconds. Inhale confidence. Exhale the anxiety of a pending friend request. Now, bring your attention to your thumbs. Feel the phantom sensation of scrolling.
Open your phone and become a member of our Patreon.
Accept it without judgment.
Open your phone and become a member of our Patreon.
Recognizing it as a habit that's become as automatic as breathing.
Open your phone and become a member of our Patreon. www.patreon.com/myonlinefriends. Digital Lobotomy.
It costs less than your daily coffee, fuck nigga.
I don't know. I don't really like pulling up to random parties. I feel like, yeah, it's fun to socialize and whatever, but like the majority of people you meet at parties, you do like
you
never
lose
talk
your
to
grip over
again.
it.
Like, you know,
You lose your grip pretty quickly because it's like, yeah, exactly. Like you're trying to act like yourself around a bunch of people who are like always going to be strangers to you, and like you're gonna be like, I don't want to say lucky because it's not like entirely luck if you like are talking to someone long enough at a fucking thing like that. But like it's still like what are you hoping to accomplish? Like if you're just there to like whore out, you might as well like just get a prostitute or like go on Tinder. Or something like that.
Yeah, bro, or some shit. I don't know. I just think it's kind of like a, not to say it's like hopeless or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I think parties can be good for like, you know, meeting people for like I don't know. But like it's a way to like network and like, you know, meet cool people who have similar interests or whatever. But the majority of the time, if you're just introducing yourself over and over and over, it's like, dude, that's so much energy you're like putting into some bullshit, you know? Like if you're just introducing
you
yourself
might as well
to
be
like
trying to
a
be on like
girl
the
who you'll
stage or
never
something.
talk to again.
No, I definitely
You know what I
relate
mean?
to that.
I don't know. Yeah, that's my take. At least as I've gotten older, I've kind of just been like, I don't really see a point in this. I'd really like to just do things on my own.
Yeah, I've already kind of like lost my desire for that. Like the only like desire I really have left is just kind of like an aloof like sense of wanting to fuck like hot girls, but like even that kind of like comes and goes now. Like
understandably, bro.
that.
Understandably. Yeah, I think that's just a thing that comes and goes. So,
But
I don't know.
I think it's a good thing. Like I think whatever.
You think what?
Yeah, whatever this Instagram phase of like my shit was, like it was alright. And like I don't know, like still like it was alright. Like I'm still dealing with like probably like narcissistic tendencies, and maybe like I always will have to like indulge in that. But like now I'm trying to like, I don't know. Besides like the moon thing, like my only like modern plot is just like that I'm just like houseless and I'm like trying to figure out where I want to live. I guess my modern plot is like everything. I'm just trying to figure out like what I want to do with life. I'm leaving all the doors open.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
How to get an Audi tomorrow? Like, well, hopefully tomorrow if I get paid early. Like, I got this Audi on the way. Like, my only the only thing that I fucked up, bro, was like shouldn't have talked to this one girl like from New York on DM. Like, just like struck up too many DMs. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm gonna have to like stop caring about. But like, I kind of like caring about it a little bit. It like it's so nice to like think about it and care about it. But like, I don't even know. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like. About the like party thing is like if these are the type of people who like enjoy going to some like fucking show where like it's just some guy on a stage and like I don't know I just don't get it. I can't get it. I don't, you know, like honestly, like I don't even want stage because if I'm on stage, like I'm just a fuckboy. I'm just like there for all those people that are like equally as gay. Like I don't know. It's a weird feeling. Like I'm just
Yeah.
specifically thinking like schizophrenically about like Blade and like just like him like modern day. Like I feel like the sad boys and like this whole kind of fucking SoundCloud days of like just thinking anyone can make it, anyone can do shit, anyone can have a style. Like those days have been done. Like they're done, but like nobody wants to stop. Like nobody's gonna stop. So like now all of it just makes me sick. Like it makes me sick.
Yeah. I feel like there's all these like little weird like homogenized like subcultures that like, you know, it's kind of like I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like damn bro, like either I feel like shit is becoming like what Japan's like like
fashion is like and shit.
cultural groups are like within like I don't know, just like their cities and stuff. Like you know how like there's like Japan has like subcultures where it's like everybody kind of like you know dresses the same to fit within a group or whatever. And I just feel like it's becoming like that. And it's not that that's new or anything. It's just like there was like individuality.
It's coming back. Yeah, because there's this like weird because like what you're saying about like there being all these different like subgroups and whatnot is like even though it can be like the utmost specific and individual like and even though like you could say like it's about the individual feeling, it's more so about like liking these things and then still somehow like being normal, which like doesn't really make any sense. Like you can't tell me that you listen to something like fucking Blade but you're a normal person. Like there's no like in between.
You're talking about Blade, right? Like the
I don't know anything
like
about
Drain
the guy.
Gang.
Like,
You're good. You're good.
Blade or Blade? I don't know.
It's Blade. It's just
That's
pronounced
fucking
Blade.
retarded. Why does it have two E's then?
I don't know. You should honestly. Somebody's got to ask him that. I remember Young Lean.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
There's
like,
an old video.
Like,
there's an old video of Young Lean saying like Bladey, and then fucking Blade like gets so upset at him.
That's another big point. Like culture is so schizophrenic that like one of them will like Blade or one of them will say like some shit like that, and then like the only way that you could probably get an answer is from like a bunch of schizophrenic people on like their subreddit, like, being like, "Do you remember like this like linking a YouTube video from like 5 years ago when he was like talking on like Noisy or some like random bullshit like Pitchfork type like it's all fucking bullshit at this point. It's so funny." And now, like, it's bullshit, but it's also old and archived, so you can, like, look at it and be like, these guys are still alive. Like, they haven't even overdosed yet. Like, they're, like, still, like, that. Like, maybe there's something exciting about that. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I like Drain Gang. I'm actually wearing a Drain Gang shirt right now. But,
no, I don't mind them either, you know?
Fucking, you know, they're cool and shit. I think the biggest
thing
inspirational.
Is, like, they're definitely inspirational.
The biggest thing for me is that, like, people, like, have these like crazy like delusional fucking what's it called like
grandeur
what is that
big ideas
what is that like online relationship what is that word like
parasocial relationships
parasocial relationship where they think like oh if I dress like this person or you know and I don't know they like identify with people with other people
and now it's been taken to like a level where like even it's like parasocial mixed with like role model syndrome, I guess, where like if you're gonna emulate them at some point, like you're gonna start to hate them, and then at some point, like maybe that rebellion like turns you like just back into them again.
Yeah, right.
And like maybe
emulation, like
it's an important relationship, like to have like or to think about at least. Like I don't think it's necessarily like a unhealthy thing. Like I think the language that we talk about is unhealthy because like it's not to dismantle it. Like we're just accepting that it is that way. Like so I don't know.
Right, yeah. The only thing that you think what?
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you can go.
I was gonna say I feel like all right, so like emulation, like if you find like a role model, right? I was gonna say like if you find like a role model and then you really look up to that person and you see like you know what they've done to get where they are, like I think it's important to have somebody like that to like kind of emulate or like, you know, whatever, to like say like, okay, like these are the things about that person that are motivating to me and that, you know, that I can kind of not even like copy, but just like take notes on, you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
think that's important. And there have been a lot of people in my life, I feel like, or just like who have inspired me and whatever that I can, you know, think of and look at. But
And I
I
think
think some people
now,
take it too far.
yeah, exactly.
I
It's like
think some people
now
take
that's
it
what it
too far
is.
where it's like, I want to be that person. You know what I mean? Where they're
Or at
like,
least
if I dress like them or like fucking act like them, like I'll fucking
have what they have. Like, yeah. Because like, obviously everyone's gonna want things, but like if you're gonna just like start wanting like the specific things that someone else has, like I think that's kind of why
yeah,
I'm like getting a fucked up Audi, because like I know it's like a problem car. I know I don't have the money to like really like have it that long, and like I know it's like
yeah.
kind of a joke. So like it's like, to me it's like not ironic at all. Like it's just an Audi. Like it's like a luxury car. Like
Yeah. What Audi are you getting?
it's like a 2001 Audi A6, and like the only thing wrong with it is like the catalytic is like fucking. Well, I guess this it's not like the only thing wrong with it. It's like a
Yeah,
fucked problem, but the catalytic is like it's like unattached from the flex pipe, because the flex pipe is like super rotted, and so is the catalytic. So I'm gonna
Oh,
have to
word.
like boof
Just
it or
straight pipe
something for a while.
it. Just straight pipe it, bro.
Yeah, I might straight pipe it, or I might just buy like some like goofy aftermarket exhaust. Like I'm just gonna have to like
Yeah.
start to like rethink my life, but like that's what it's all
Feel
about.
that,
Like
bro.
I got to start thinking like for myself. Like, and if you keep
Yeah.
watching shit, if you keep just indulging in other people's content, eventually like you're not even gonna have a choice anymore. Like you're gonna be way too influenced by them.
Yeah.
So
And
there
that's
has
like
to be some point where you stop, like you said.
exactly, bro. That I was gonna say that there has to be a certain like point that you get to where you cut it off and you're like, I actually have to like just pay attention to myself and like think of my own like personal like preferences and like ideals and like all this kind of shit. Because I think a lot of people like, you know, they're kind of like programmed to have like certain ideals, whether it's from like their parents or like people who influence them or whatever. And I think you
Mhm.
kind of have to like think for yourself and like, you know, to a degree, you know, I'm sure like there's a
Yeah, I
certain
almost
amount
like
of like
think like at least where I am right now, like I don't
yeah.
know, like I was like living with my grandparents like a year or 2 years ago, and they essentially had like the mentality of like, listen, like you're about to be like an adult, like you're not about to be able to live here like anymore. And like for a little bit, like I kind of like resented them, almost like
Yeah.
thought like how could they do that? Like that's like fucked or this or that. But like at the end of the day, like I think if I were to keep trying to rely on like family, like I would never. It's similar to YouTube or like or watching one of these people. If you're to just solely keep relying on like YouTube or family to like support whatever it is that your mental state is, or wherever it is that you're at, like you're just putting yourself into some weird like stasis where like you're going to be complacent, but you're going to like enjoy that complacency to like a weird point where like you're going to start like becoming a pervert about shit. And like that's just what I'm trying to avoid. Like
Yeah.
I think that's the true pipeline. I think the pipeline is like you spend too much time on a computer or on like your phone or whatever, and like listening to music or like listening to a person or listening to this, or it could be like whatever medium. You spend too much time doing that, like you're going to wake up one day and you're going to be like 35 and you're going to have like a car to your name, and that's going to be it. And
Yeah.
you're going to be like, fuck, like I've been doing this for 10 years and I've had the same shit for 10 years.
Yeah.
And that's
Nah.
scary to me.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. I know. I think so like I said, I'm like 25. I don't know. I think when I turned 25, I kind of had like a crazy awakening where I was like, I don't know, like, bro, like that, I don't know. Life feels short, you know? And
Yeah,
like
that ass.
you
Like, have
get
you
to a
ever like
point,
ridden motorcycles or some shit before? Like, I'm trying to do shit like that. Like, I'm trying to like,
right? Yeah, you get to a point where you're like, bro, I've been doing the same shit for months. Like, I gotta like fucking I gotta lock in and like figure out what I want to do, you know?
Yeah, like I can't be saving bread, stacking bread when I'm fucking like 47 working at Subway. Like I can't have those. I can't have the same dreams at that point. Like at that point, I might as well be like gooning to Katy Perry every night. If that's like, if that's where shit's about to start heading, like I might as well like really like start like keeping like a composter for her.
Oh my god!
Like why?
Yeah, dude,
Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, you really just gotta like get outside and fucking like experience life, man. That's how I've been feeling lately.
You're dead ass.
Like,
This one story.
I'm just
When
trying
I was
to be
like,
like,
how you trying to be? I won't forget what I was gonna say.
oh, word. Yeah, I'm just trying to be like as independent as possible and just resourceful, you know?
Yeah, there's this kid I know who's like my age. He like graduated high school with me, or he was a grade above me, so he's like 23, 24. But he
Yeah.
he knocked up this girl in my grade who she went to like Alaska for a year. Like she like lived her life, and then like she like had like a coke problem with him and shit like that probably. But like I don't know if they meant to have the baby or
Yeah.
not. I mean, she chose to, but like that's what like this dude's just like choosing independence, even though like he's like I don't know, like he's just manning down. Like he knows he's probably gonna have to like start a landscaping company or something. Like he's just like accepting it. And he's like he did hella
Yeah.
drugs like in high school and shit. Like he was like he lived his life already, you know what I mean? Like there was this one day where like we were smoking it in the woods in this spot, and like he like told us all to leave and that he was gonna like meet us, so we all like dipped out, and he like just stayed there just so he could like fucking jerk off and like nut in the woods. And he like took a picture of it and shit. Like this kid was like a real nice, but yeah, he's like a kid and like he's got to figure his shit out. Like
That's
it's
crazy,
just how it
bro.
is.
Just how it be.
Like life starts fucking quick, bro. Like one day, like you're just like thinking college is like an idea, and the next day, like it's not even an idea. Like it's just like a building. It's just a building that you go into, and like you can either choose to go into it, or you can like try to like get your dough up another way.
Yeah, I still haven't been to college. I am trying to wait, who the fuck?
The pod goblin.
Oh, it's a pod.
Do some fucking
the pod goblin.
don't do some don't do no fucking what's that online one? What's it called, like Pratt or some shit?
Oh. Nah, I'm not gonna do an online. I'm gonna study like a trade or something.
You guys like Lily Eat?
I'm gonna
ruin your
on. We're
podcast.
recording an episode.
Yeah, I'm gonna ruin your podcast.
No, you should do a trade though, dude. Like, I'm trying to do like
you gotta say pod goblin go away 3 times.
All right, pod goblin go away. All right, we'll do it in unison. Holden, help me out here.
Pod goblin
go away. Yeah, pod goblin.
Okay, you said I gotta go now.
Nah, but you should do it.
That's yeah. I'm trying to study automotive.
So am I. I'm trying to get good with my hands. Trying to figure out how to like fix shit.
Yeah, dude. Bro, once you learn shit like that, it is like incredibly valuable, bro. It is like more valuable.
It's more valuable than anything.
Like,
you can go anywhere.
Literally, bro. And especially if you're figuring out, dude, if you learn how to do like not only just work on cars, but if you can fabricate like materials or parts or shit like that.
Yeah, because now bro, there's people that are making
you just can make anything.
Yeah. There's people I know that like, I mean, not that I personally know, but my one friend knows like this guy who like he'll completely change your engine to like run off of water. Like he's like insane.
What?
Like I don't even know.
That's insane.
And there's probably not much of a catch to it. Like this kid that is my friend, he went to Hawaii and he was saying like there was this mechanic that he was kind of like boys with that like he was like older, like had a family and shit, but he would like bring cars and shit there. But he said like he made a killing because like if you don't know how to fix a car on the island, like you're fucked. Like there's nothing you can do. Like and shit's way more expensive there. So like you're living in paradise and you're making a killing and like you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's so cool, man. I think like I love creative shit. I love making things digitally, whatever, but it's a totally different thing to work on something like physical and just like, I don't know, you actually get physically tired from like doing shit like that, you know?
Yeah, it's a different exhaust. Yeah,
Yeah.
entirely. And a
You
different
get
sense
like,
of accomplishment. But the thing is,
yeah.
you can do all of those things like in the same framework, and I think that's what I'm trying to get
Yeah.
at. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, like that's what's important. Like that's what's kind of been lost in translation, maybe just with like so much social media and like lack of like a true like environment to like be creative. Like I'm not even trying to make some like stupid fucking like faggy Warhol type building. Like I like actually want a place where like people want to make shit and like want to
Yeah,
like work
right.
with their hands, like whether it's a fucking project car or like a fucking like a building. Like I don't give a fuck what the idea
Bro,
is.
that's so crazy that you're saying this because I went to check out like a garage for rent the other day,
Yeah, that's what
and
I've
the
been
rent
thinking
was too
about.
expensive. The rent was too expensive for me to pay, but I was like, bro, if I got like my car friends together and just was, and we split the rent, bro, we would have a whole fucking huge garage to just like work on our
Yeah.
cars and chill. Like,
I
you know
mean,
what I
you're on the
mean?
East Coast, bro. Like, keep me in mind for shit like that. Like, I'm definitely like on the lookout for stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like, I mean,
Where, oh, right. Wait, where are you based again?
I'm in New Jersey, but I'm like,
Oh, New Jersey. Right.
but this summer I'm probably gonna quit this job. Or I mean, I'm off every summer, but I don't know what I'm gonna
Yeah.
do. But I'm looking to get like a place in the city, like just to have. And like,
Fuck yeah,
obviously,
dude.
I'll be more able to get it if people fucking like put in shit. So that's what I'm just trying to figure out.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, that's sick, man. Oh, you know what? Sorry, I just realized I never did a fucking introduction or anything. I'm gonna just do that now.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. So, my online friends digital lobotomy, episode 1, season 2, I don't know, episode 11, whatever. Anyway, today we got Holden, aka is it syncopated void? Is that how
Yeah,
you say that?
syncopated void. Syncopated.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, Holden, I don't really know much about you. You reached out to the podcast page and you were like, "Hey, can I come on?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah." Because I checked out your
Yeah, I
page
mean,
and your
I'm just
writing seems
thinking
pretty
like,
cool and stuff.
yeah, like I don't know, like everything I'm doing on my page is like retarded and like trying to stop doing that like pretty soon and everything. But like it
Or
definitely like helped me get like like somewhere where like I have like followers and I can like talk to people now and stuff like that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I want to be like able to talk like in podcasts or just like in general and like not like have that weird flare of like anxiety in my voice or chest that like I get. I don't know where it comes from. I
Yeah.
don't know if maybe it's like a natural inflection kind of thing and I should like keep working with it, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure like shit like that out. I want to make like a movie or something.
Hell yeah, dude. So like for people listening too, like I don't know. Like I said, I don't know a lot about you, but like do you have like how would you define yourself as like a creative or like just I don't know, as a person? Like what are your interests and what do you
I don't know. I mean,
do?
I liked writing for a little bit, but I'm kind of like shot out of it now. Like I might as well stop doing it because like it motivates me to like just like say shit that I shouldn't say. But that's fine too. But I guess like I guess from like a creative point, like it all comes from just like my like for a while it was like frustration and anger. And I mean that when I was like younger, it was probably like more like from like some like comedy point, like just want to like strangle your friends or something like that, like just like messing around with them or like I don't know. There was one time where I was like in like the 7th grade or something, and there was like this like bike trail that was like in like the like suburbs like I lived in, like that all my friends would like meet up around. And I remember one time like I was like meeting up with my friend Chris who lived right by me, and we went to like bike on the trail to meet up with my boy Evan. And I like kind of like was like very like spiteful or like just like didn't like certain people to be like I had like bully like personality like in middle school, so I would do like kind of like retarded things.
Yeah.
And like I put on this weird like performance where like I grabbed these like red berries off of like a tree or something, like those like little bird berries. And and I like smushed them in my hand and everything, and like rubbed them like underneath like my shorts, like down my leg, to like try to like make it seem like I don't even know. I remember he like pulled up on his bike. He had like this like retarded little like poor person's BMX bike that like wasn't his size or anything, and he just looked like an utter fool. Like I didn't like his style at this point. Like, not saying like I was any like better than him or anything, but I don't know, I was picky like that. So like I like chose to like try to like I was trying to make him like think that like I had like some weird like gangrene infection on my balls or something, so I had to like eat them or something like that. So like I don't know, I want to do stuff like that's more funny and like not so serious anymore, but like probably try to do serious stuff as well, but like maybe not little writings where I'm like saying like that I need to fuck a girl or something like that, but or like girls or like I went here with a girl or like yada yada, that stuff like.
Yeah. I feel that, bro. There's definitely, dude. I feel like comedy is a great like outlet. I don't know. I
Yeah, if
think
you
it's
don't want to
fun
like
to
kill
just
yourself too, like it's a last resort for that's what they all
Nah,
say.
yeah, literally. Like I feel like comedy is one of the things that's like probably one of the only things that's like gotten me through fucking depression and shit is like that, or I mean, I guess some creative stuff, whether it's like getting things out emotionally or whatever. But I feel like you get to a point where you're just like, bro, man, I've had enough of this sad shit. Like I just gotta laugh, you know?
Yeah, because like at the end of the day, like the true origin of brain rot is just like wanting to enjoy something and like find something like
Yeah.
relatable. And like at the end of the day, the
Yeah.
most relatable thing is gonna be like laughing instead of crying if you want to like fucking get on with yourself and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude. You have to like find the joy in life even when things are fucking hard.
So yeah, like I don't really have much of a name or like anything right now, but I'm trying to like make something of myself. So that's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
do.
That's sick, bro. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat. I mean, I'm known for, I don't know. I mean, I guess locally or whatever, but fucking, I don't know. I'm not gonna talk about that. Um, I don't know. I,
No, I
I,
mean,
I feel like before the podcast and like before I've like started working with House Bomb and whatever, I was definitely doing like more serious like creative shit. But like, I don't know, it gets tiring because it's like I don't want to be, I don't always want to be like intellectual or fucking like I don't know, have to think about things so seriously, you know?
yeah, like the normal
And
side of things is like appealing, I guess, but
yeah.
there is probably some natural balance to it. Like there's some way probably where you can like enjoy like a nice like breakfast, but like still like have like an hour, 2 hours to like slam at something important. But it is just like the
Yeah,
mind state, like you said. Like if you're not in that mind state, like there's no reason to just put anything out. So I don't
yeah,
know. I
exactly.
think that's what makes a podcast nice. Like even just like having conversation like this, if we were to get like and the guy that you're working with and whoever else, like if you were able to just keep going with this and to get it more and more competent and like have different cameras, figure out a different setup, like something I've always
Yeah.
thought of as an idea for like podcasting too, like that I definitely want to try out is like you should always look into like just doing it in some fucking abandoned place, bro. Like also at the end of the day, like
Yeah, true.
if
We've
it's for
actually
something that's
been
quality,
thinking
like
about
I would
that.
drive like 2-3 hours anywhere, like if it's a nice place. Like you always got to think like that, like set up some microphones or some shit in some bullshit ass place and like and record like a weird like something weird that like just hasn't been just like take something like Eric Andre but try to make that like actually serious because like there is like homeless people that you could probably like have a podcast with. Like you could probably
Yeah,
do a
yeah.
podcast, like imagine doing a podcast on Old Block as opposed to just like fucking like Little Man on the Street minute blips. Like imagine just like living there for like fucking I don't know. I guess that's actually probably a bad idea. But I'm just
No, but I like where your mind's going. These are good ideas, huh?
yeah, you gotta like push the slate, you know, like yeah.
I'll share. I'm gonna send you like fucking one of our like videos. You can watch it later. But
Word.
this is like from when we did like the studio episode. But yeah, no, we want to do more like in-person stuff. It's easier to have a conversation that way. I don't know.
Yeah,
Feels
everything is
more
like
like
I mean, but you're
Yeah,
not
just
far though, so
feels
like
real.
I'll definitely like stay in touch with you and shit, or like come on the show or again if you ever want and shit like that.
Yeah, I'd be
Just-
down for that, man.
just-
We're like planning on doing this for a while, so
yeah, keep at it.
hell yeah, dude. Um, let's see, what else could I ask you about? So like, wait, so yeah, what is your current situation? Like what's your life like, man?
What? Say that again. Sorry, cut out.
Oh, yeah, what's your life like? Like what do you get into on a day-to-day?
Yeah. So like I was saying, I like had like a retarded relationship with like some girl who like didn't work or anything, and like it was bad on both ends. Like I was like abusive and retarded and shit like that. And
Yeah.
I just took like that moment and like chose to like kind of like I don't even know, like I guess I was like retarded for a long time. I'm like still retarded. But what am I trying to get at?
Feel
I'm like
that.
balancing on like a like wooden stump right now, like just for fun. But yeah, so currently I work at like a behavioral school in Lakewood. So I went to like I shouldn't even really be a teacher. Like I don't have enough credits to be a teacher or anything, but like the situation is I work at this school. It's like a private school, but it's like state funded. The district funds like and will give like financial aid to families to send their kids there and shit like that. And
Yeah.
I've worked with like up to middle schoolers, but it's primarily behaviors, not really as many kids with autism, mostly like behavior.
Right,
I mean, everyone has fucking autism like in America, like
Yeah.
the like diet, the natural diet and like processed foods and just like uh yeah, like endocrine disruptors, shit like that. Like there's like fake doctors too at this point. Like some of the kids like have like rich parents, so they'll send them to doctors to try to figure out what's wrong with them, and the doctors will be like, your kid just needs to like drink water and like have like an ice pack after he's like running. Like they'll like make up some like crazy bullshit. Like they'll tell them that they can't drink like orange juice, like random shit.
Dude, what
But
the fuck?
yeah, so I work at this school. I've worked there for like around 2.5 years, maybe, or 2 years, or yeah, like 2 years. And yeah, just teach there, and like the kids are like violent. Like there's all different situations that I like deal with on a day to day there, but like it's just kind of like mostly dealing with their behaviors first, and then like trying to teach them shit and like enjoy the day second. But
Yeah.
it's an all right job, but like it doesn't really pay like the best, and like they don't pay me like a teacher salary because like I don't have like the qualifications of a teacher. So it's like kind of like this like weird situation where like they're like lying to the government about me, and like I like teach like I teach like a class of kids, and like I don't have like any proper paperwork to do it.
That's
I don't
crazy.
even but when I first started working there, I was just an aide, and then eventually I became an assistant teacher, like out of necessity, and then eventually like a teacher quit because someone threw a kid threw a trash can at her, and she got like I think the story was that she like um at first it was like she had a concussion or whatever, and she just like took a little few days off, but then it was like she like fucked up her neck really bad or something, and like
Oh shit.
she just left. She just never came back. So
Damn.
this year I am a teacher in for like 6 to like 8 year or no like 8 to 10 year olds, probably like third graders around that age.
Word.
But my living situation is like also retarded. Like I was saying before, like my grandparents have this like my both my mom and dad are just like retarded. Like they're in the picture, but I just like don't talk to them. I haven't for a while. Just like I like doing things kind of independently, and like they've like been a burden like in the past with shit, and like I've like I don't know, there's a lot of history with that that's like both boring and interesting, but like not for right now. Right now I live with a friend, and I'm like I bought this Audi. I'm just saving up to like get like a little room somewhere or like a crib or something, I don't know, but like yeah, I'm just
I
like
got
house
you.
hopping.
Yeah. So do you like it's like I know you're in the garage right now. Do you live in the garage?
No, right now I'm at a
Oh.
different friend's house, just chilling with him.
Oh,
He
got
picked
you.
me up from work. Actually, that's been the biggest like fucking problem in New Jersey. You can't really do shit without a car unless you're in like North Jersey. But
Yeah.
so like I like sold my car because it was like fucked. I had like a retarded Honda Accord, so I like scrapped it. And then this summer I like instead of like working, I like thought I would be able to like parlay my way out of it. So I like kept like losing money gambling again. So that's like a reoccurring theme is like the gambling. I had like a mad gambling problem. I made like 10K when I turned 21 and then like lost like 6K. And then partially why I went to rehab is because I like didn't want to gamble anymore, but I also knew that like I had this one weird benefit through my job where they would just pay me like every day to be in rehab and not know I was in rehab. And so then like after I got out of rehab, I got that money and went to New Hampshire for a bit and then went back to work and then used the 2,500 that I got and gambled all of it.
Damn, bro. Yeah, that's crazy,
I had
man.
like and it's like kind of like self-harm in a way. Like I'm thinking like now a better self-harm would be like I don't really like tattoos, so I was thinking like maybe like scarring myself, like 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 getting like a claw, getting like a razor claw, and just like fucking like doing cool designs by my eye.
Nah, man, you don't want to. Yeah, I mean, gambling, fucking like financial self-harm, bro. Like I know so many people who are like my age who are just like I don't know, man. You'll be like, bro, you gotta stop gambling. You're a fucking gambling addict, and they'll just be like, nah, bro, like I win, like most of the time. Blah blah blah. I'm
That's
like,
the worst
nah,
part,
bro.
bro. Like
You're
I'm
so
not even
you.
like that. Like people like
Oh,
that, like
word.
innocent. Like I like hate myself. Like I do it out of like a. Well, I guess a lot of people probably do it out of that, but like I don't. I know I've lost. I know I like will continue to lose. I know there's no cheat. There's no like. There's no. There's no big fix. Like the worst thing that could happen is like you win big and then you lose that shit. Like imagine, bro. Imagine you get a mansion and the hottest girl that you ever wanted, and then you fucking lose all of it because you won it all from a fucking casino.
Just
Like
on some. That's crazy, bro.
just on like a run because all it is luck. Like say you
Yeah.
8x, 10x some shit. Like sure, like you'll have that money for a little bit, but like you better fucking like you better die and give it to somebody if you don't want to lose it.
I feel like a better situation, bro, would just be like I don't know, man. Could just like damn, what is that shit called? Just find a FI-DOM girl, you know?
A what girl?
A FI-DOM, like financial domination.
Oh yeah.
You're just standing there at the ATM. She's like typing the code. You're just like, all right.
I mean, I kind of like doing the opposite, being like a broke boy. Like sometimes I'll just like spaz out on some like girl that I don't know and like I won't even really be begging her for money. I'll be like rude about it, but I'll still manage to get like 20, 40, $100 sometimes here and there.
Oh my god, bro.
It feels good, but it feels also like
you're the FI-DOM. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, but I'm trying to leave those days behind. You know what I mean? Like I reached
yeah.
real lows with gambling. Like I was like taking cash advances out. I was doing shit that I didn't even know was real.
Man,
I was like disputing transactions on my bank account, like for like $500. Like one time I disputed a $1,000 transaction. I don't even know. I still owe this bank $1,000, buddy. Like I don't even know.
Wait, what do you mean you disputed $1,000? Like you spent $1,000 and then you were
I spent $1,000
I
on
didn't
the
do that?
MGM Sportsbook, and then I disputed every single transaction, saying like I didn't do any of them. And then I went into rehab, and then I got out of rehab, and like the dispute like worked, and I had all the money back. And then I started gambling it again.
Holy shit, dude!
And then they took the money back like after a day or two because I guess maybe they didn't even mean to like credit me for those disputes.
Oh my
so then
god.
like so then my account went from like $800 to like minus $1,300, and then I just like deleted the app.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, like I don't even have a bank account. I have Cash App, but I guess it's technically a bank account. I get paid through it, but
right. Yeah,
but yeah, I don't think I have like any credit. Like right now at my job, like they take like maybe like $100-$200 every paycheck because like I like got this personal loan when I started dating my girlfriend. and I never
Wait.
paid any of it
Oh,
off.
you got a personal loan from your job?
No, I got a personal loan from like a company, like when I was like 19 or something.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and
What was
then I
the
got like
company?
$2,500, bro, and the first thing I bought was an Xbox Series S and got Game Pass, and I
Holy
played
shit.
Alien Isolation.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Yo, that game looks sick though. Shit.
that game kind of. I never even beat it. I've only gotten like halfway through it. But it's really tough.
Dude, I'm like not really a gamer, but like I appreciate games. Like if I'm in
Yeah,
the
I'm like
mood
a
for
semi
it,
gamer. I haven't gamed
yeah,
in years, but like when I did, I don't know. I guess I was a little faggy about it. I was never that big though. I never did like World of Warcraft or like League of Legends, any of that.
right. I was just super
Weird.
into Fortnite, and then I
Yeah,
don't know.
Fortnite's fun as fuck.
I've got the PS2 right, bro. Fortnite is straight up gambling. Like if
Yeah,
dude, I was
Fortnite is
really like
gambling.
addicted to I was addicted to Fortnite like literally all through fucking
The
COVID.
whole screen is light blue, like it's light blue constantly.
Yeah.
It's either light blue or like purple, and like the purple is like
Fucking
relaxing time. Like that's when
it's
you can like relax.
manipulative, bro.
And
Yeah.
what's weird is purple like is when you're supposed to run too. Like that's a sign that the storm is coming.
Damn. Yeah, that's
So like
crazy.
they're
I
like
don't know.
tricking you even in the game.
It's a super manipulative game. Although it's fun as shit. I would still play some Fortnite. I just remember like during the pandemic, I was like so depressed. And I don't know, I got into Fortnite because I had a Switch, you know? And I was
Yeah,
like, damn, bro,
yeah. During the
this
pandemic, bro,
solves
that was the
my
dark days.
issues.
I was thinking
Yeah.
about those days the other day. I was like, I was a senior, so like everything kind of
Yeah.
just stopped for like, and then like I just played Xbox with like my friends and shit. But like we would play until like the sun came up. And I remember like we didn't go outside for like months. And then I remember I kind of had like jewel pods or something like that. And like my friend Jeff like wanted a jewel pod, so I like
Yeah.
drove like I like sped like crazy because you could speed like crazy those days. Like there was not a single cop outside. Like that's the only thing I did. I worked at McDonald's during the pandemic actually for like a month, and would just pick up from this fucking girl would overcharge me like on weed like crazy. She would charge me like $90 for a queue, and like I like needed to do it. Like I like had no choice. It was like
Wait,
fuck.
you needed like because you wanted it so bad.
I like needed to smoke weed like every single night during the pandemic. I was like living at my
Damn.
grandparents' house, but my grandparents like were living up in West Orange in New Jersey, and it was just like my dad like living there, like crashing there, and he was like driving drunk every day. Like he was basically like mixing. He has this like routine, or he had this routine. Like it like kind of always changes with him, but he like fucked with Snapple heavy for like years, and he was fucking with like this like vodka Snapple mix that he would make and put into bottles, and then he would just like drive around in his Toyota Sequoia that like his dead friend gave to him, and he would just
Oh
like
my
whip around drunk all during the pandemic. And he like started smoking, I guess, during the pandemic, and like I was like kind of broke. Like if I didn't have money for weed, I would go into his room and like look through his shit, and I one day I found his one hitter, and I like took it and was smoking it and shit, and like locked my room, and he was like begging me for that shit, and I like wouldn't give it back to him, and like it was like so funny. He was like drunk, like screaming every night. Like he was like a crazy guy. I remember one night, bro, during the pandemic, like I was playing Xbox with my friends. Like I could even tell my friends about this, and like I don't even know. Like he never had a problem with me playing. He never heard me playing. But this one night, he was like, "You're fucking so loud. You never go to sleep. Like you never fucking go to sleep." And then like he like passed out like maybe at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and he like started having like a stroke or something like in his sleep. Like he started like
Holy
screaming
shit.
like in pain and shit. And I was like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?" So I like, and this is COVID time, so I'm like, "Yo, like he has COVID. Like he's dying of COVID." Like I didn't like know shit. And I
Dude.
looked up like symptoms of COVID, and it was like this CDC survey where it had like 5 questions, and like somehow like all of them were like yeses for him. And like immediately it was like, okay, like the you have to call the police, and like the ambulance have to come. So like I called the police, and the ambulance came, and these 2 fucking fat bitches came in like in hazmat suits, like these like doctors, like and like an ambulance came in hazmat suits, and they were like, "We heard you had COVID," and like they like woke him up because I guess his like stroke ended or like whatever the fuck, like seizure, whatever he had, and he was just like, "No, like I'm fine, like what the fuck did my son do? Like there's nothing wrong with me." And they were like, well, he was saying that you were like screaming and cursing and like having a seizure in your sleep or something, and like you might just want to get checked out. And he was like, no, I'm fine. And he's like clenching his chest. He's like, I'm fine. I'm like, I'm good. Like sleeping in my grandparents' bed too. Like not even like the guest bedroom.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. But that was like pandemic times. But I like brought the Jewel pod to my friend. That was the first time I saw him in like months. And I remember we like looked at each other like we like both like didn't know how to speak anymore. Just fucked.
That is fucked, dude.
Changed everything.
Yeah, the pandemic for me, bro, I don't even know. I was getting like mad fucking money for like unemployment. I was chilling at home. Like, I don't even know. I really wasn't up to a whole lot. I feel like so much of it was just me being depressed. And I would like buy a ton of shit off of eBay like all the time.
I watched hella YouTube. I had like a daily routine of YouTube, jerking off, Xbox. and I went to sleep like average, probably like 4 a.m. And I had this like weird
That's me right now, bro. I'm going to bed at 4 a.m, like almost.
You gotta have something to wake up for, bro. That's what it is all about.
Yeah.
But
yeah, my schedule is just all fucked up. But
oh yeah, like my YouTube, like I was like hooked on watching like full like archived basketball games, like old basketball games.
Yeah.
Like and like I only could watch it if I like didn't know like the results of it before clicking on it. So like I had to like meticulously like look through like certain channels that I could find, and like it was pretty weird. Like it was weird watching an old game that you didn't know how it ended. Like it was cool in a weird way.
That is pretty crazy.
Like a bunch of the when MJ played for the Wizards in like 2003, a bunch of those games were on there. And those games are sick because like the Wizards only won like 30 games. Like they were like 30-52 or something that year. They weren't that good.
Yeah.
So you're just watching MJ like fucking give it his all, and he had like a bad knee. He's like wincing in pain the whole game.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never really been a sports person. I don't know. I've watched some MMA fights and shit with homies, but
have you ever gotten into any of those like fucked up German sports where they like have to like use like a forklift to like balance like stacks of wood?
I've watched like fucking no, I've never seen some shit like that. That's crazy. No, I've watched like car jitsu, which I think is like some Eastern European shit.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Have you
It's
seen
weird that they're
that
making
shit?
content out of it as opposed to just like little shorts.
Yeah. Have you seen that shit? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, where they like literally do Brazilian jiu-jitsu in a car.
Yeah, it's insane. I don't know. I'm just like, bro, that's so niche. That's like so highly specific.
Yeah, and they're trying to get it on sports books. I mean, obviously, like not like the big ones, but and then there's like the I think slap boxing would be good because it's not the same as the slap sport where they just slap each other in the face. It's just like it would just be boxing, but just slapping.
Like they're jumping around, slapping each other.
Yeah, there's one right now where it's just they like. Have you seen that one where they just slap each other like once, and then the other person slaps each other?
Yeah, like the slap fights, right? Like they're sitting on a table or whatever.
Yeah, they're sitting at a little table, and they just
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen some shit like that. I've never watched a lot of it. It's funny, like seeing clips from it though, where like people just get the shit like slapped out of them.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, I don't know. Like, sports are kind of retarded. Like, that's
are.
The only reason I ever got into gambling is because like I stopped liking sports like naturally with time, and I wanted to like have some reason to enjoy it again, and that's usually how it starts. But like, I don't know. It was definitely actually more because I wanted racks to the moon. But
I'm just remembering. I don't know. I would let's see. My YouTube was crazy during the pandemic. It was like I'd be watching fucking like NASCAR like crashes, you know?
Yeah.
shit like that. Or like, I just remembered this.
Dude,
weird
I got
sport
into
that's
fucking
like,
NASCAR heavy during the pandemic.
yeah, really?
I'm not even joking. Like, I've only ever watched like one race, like start to finish. It wasn't even NASCAR. It was something else. It was one of the faster cars. I forget which one.
Like F1.
Yeah, it was something like that. But it came down to like in the race, like it came down to this Mexican dude and this one guy who was in first and second, going back and forth. And I kid you not, like the last like 25 laps of this race, like my heart didn't beat once. Like I was watching it, I literally started crying. Like it was like watching like a Mario Party race, but like in real life. Like it was so beautiful.
That's
And
crazy.
it literally came down to like they were like tied going to the finish line, and one of them just got like a huge burst and like boosted in front of the other person. And I was like, whoa, like what the fuck? Like NASCAR, those stock cars don't even do that shit anymore.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up because it was like, I don't even know. But like, yeah, I got heavy into like learning about like the Dale Earnhardt lore and shit like that.
That's crazy. No, I don't even know shit about like racers. I like to watch like rally car races and shit. That shit looks fun. But I don't watch it live. I don't know about like that world, you know? I don't know about race car drivers and shit. I'd kind of
Dirt
like
bikes
to
are
though.
kind of sick
It
too.
seems sick. Yeah.
My next plot, I want to get like a little cheap truck, and I want to get like some dirt bikes. Like before like getting a motorcycle license, I feel like I should start with like a dirt bike or some shit.
Yeah, you should probably take a course though. Definitely take a course. Have you ever driven manual?
No.
Yeah, it's good to learn manual.
Is it? Do you know how to? Have you ever ridden a motorcycle though?
I drive manual. Motorcycles, well, I guess it depends on the bike, but
Is that how most motorcycles are?
yeah, most all motorcycles are manual transmission.
But I mean, that's just essentially like gears on a bike, no?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, if you can, you know, but the only thing is like the clutch and the you know, it's a little different. It doesn't shift like as smooth as like a bicycle would.
Yeah, I had this
Like if you
one.
let up the clutch too fast, you'll like do a wheelie by accident, you know?
There was this one point in my life where I was like still dating my ex, and like I was like trying to find some retarded money hustle, and I ended up becoming a door-to-door salesman like for a fucking solar company called Suntuity.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was retarded. Like I had like all these apps on my phone that I had to use where like I had to like track every home that I went up to. The people were like rude as fuck. Like it was like the most retarded. It was the most dead. Like there was dead ass people there, bro, who like were like degenerates who lost all their money gambling in Atlantic City, went to a rehab for like having like a drinking problem, and then like
Yeah.
through a re-entry program, they were given this job and they were just drinking monsters, like enjoying the fuck out of it. Like it was the
Dude.
most dead end job I ever like managed to see. But this
Yeah,
one
man.
kid, because like we would have to go to like fucking Connecticut, we'd have to go to like random places sometimes, like far from Jersey. And this I would have to meet at this random spot, like in like Tom's River, and all of us would meet, and we would drive with this one dude who like was from Connecticut, and this one black chick was from Connecticut, this light skinned chick who, and they were both like fine people, but they were like in their 30s doing this bummy fucking shit, talking about how like making $600 a week wasn't that bad, like doing like fucking like what it is we were doing, and that was like 600 was like if they got like one appointment, like that was like even if they got one appointment, like it was like 300 a week or something. It was like below minimum wage. But this dude drove a manual, and he like didn't know what the fuck he was doing. Like the car was like constantly jerking and shit, and like
yeah.
And he had this weird thing where he didn't like walking, so he would always like drive the car up instead of like walking to the other like side of the neighborhood that we would have to get to knock on the doors. So he would just be fucking up his car constantly, like starting it up and like jerking it across the street with us in it, like, and like this fucking bitch in the passenger would be like ripping fucking her like fucking wax pen all day. So it was just like shot. It was a shot fucking job.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've done door-to-door sales before too. That shit
You've done
sucks,
that?
dude.
Dude,
Yeah,
that
I
job
was
is so fucking
working with solar
retarded.
company.
I felt like I was never gonna know who I was after doing that. Like I felt like legitimately like I was gonna forget like that I was like an interesting, like that I like liked even being alive. Like I thought I was really like
Dude.
lost.
I know, because it's crazy because they like manipulate you. They're
Yeah.
and then you know, you're like you do make a decent amount of money, at least I was, but, like, fucking
Yeah,
I
if
don't
you
know,
make the
man.
sales, you can get a few racks. Like, you can get
Yeah,
some.
you know, and it's like a grind, but, like, bro, you're so heavily invested in, like, doing that it's like brainwashing, bro. Like, you completely forget,
Yeah,
like,
and
what you're interested in.
why
You forget what the
fucking
money is
so
even
many of them were
for, you
hooked.
know?
Yeah, they were so hooked on like energy drinks. Most of them, they were like
Dude, me
they
too.
had board meetings. Did you have board meetings?
Yeah, we had, like, 2-hour meetings, like, almost every day.
Yeah, we would have these like meetings where I'd have to drive to like Cherry Hill, New Jersey, which is also far as shit from where I was at the time too. And we would just
Yeah.
meet around this table, and it was just like the most ghetto group of fucking people that you could ever have together in a room. Like it might as well have been an AA meeting or something like that, or worse, like a fucking like essay meeting. But
Yeah.
I remember it literally like reached a point where like um fuck what was I saying about it? Fuck. Hold on 1 second.
Just, like, the meetings and shit.
My my boy came out. I lost my train of thought.
Oh, you're good. You're
The
saying,
board
like,
meeting.
these meetings.
And yeah, we would all just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
vape around a table, like you were allowed to vape at your job. Like it was so weird, and like half the people
Right.
there were like either like drunk or like high, and then they would just start talking about what their favorite energy drink was and like their favorite spots to like canvas. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I like literally didn't know what I. It was like opening up a new can of worms. That's truthfully what it was like. Like it was so fucking funny. And like half of them like just had like this like
Oh, man.
layer of oil on their skin from just like lack of like caring about their own selves anymore from like just like doing this job. It was so weird. What was
That's
the company
crazy,
that you did
dude.
it for? Did you hear me? What was the
I'm
company
not
that you
gonna
did
say
it
the company.
for? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the company, but I don't know. They actually pretty good overall. Um, but, you know, it was like I don't know, man. It's like they had pretty high standards and shit, which was nice, and, like, I liked the environment or whatever, but it's just I don't know, in terms of, like, people, but it's just kinda like, man, you, like, totally lose your sense of self if you're, like if your main
Yeah,
priority is, like, selling somebody else's, like, fucking product, like, every day for 7 hours or whatever, you
I could
know? Like
art or something. Like I could do something that people maybe want from me, but like
Right,
anything
or, like, something
else
I can relate
like doesn't
to,
really like
yeah, something
make
I
much
could
sense.
relate to or, like, that I like, but I don't give a shit about solar, like, why the fuck you know? Like and that's
Yeah.
the thing is, like, for me, it's, like, hard to work a job like that because I don't know shit about solar, I don't give a fuck about solar, I don't
Yeah, I
know,
couldn't
it's
remember the
different,
fucking
it's like
names. I didn't know shit about it. I didn't know anything
yeah,
about it.
and even once I did know shit, I was like, "I don't really give a fuck," like, you know? Like, I don't own a
Yeah.
house, you know, what is this how does this apply to me right now, you know?
Just have to
And
tell
that's
like
the thing is, like, I don't know, you gotta like, to be a good salesperson, you gotta be, like,
you just have
really
to like tell them
fucking,
that the
like
government was like paying for them to do this and the government would like pay them. It's like
yeah,
weird.
no, exactly, you'd be like, "Oh, there's this new thing, the government is, you know, will pay for your fucking solar panels and, you know, it's free," or whatever, and
And
they'd be like, "Oh, okay, cool."
the craziest thing, bro, is like I did that probably like 3 years ago or something like that. And
Yeah.
then like last winter, like I was like living in a sober home for like a week, like I went to rehab, and like maybe like the first or second day I was there,
Yeah, yeah.
like a guy rang the doorbell and it was a fucking canvasser, and I was like, yo, like just can't escape this life. Some people like this is just never gonna end.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man, and I don't know, I really think sale you know, there's a lot of dishonesty, I think. I mean, I think people are capable of fucking selling things and being successful at it, but it's like, bro, you're gonna fucking hate yourself, man.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
if
gonna
that's
really
all
get.
you do all the time,
I met this one kid
there's,
in
like they
rehab
don't
that.
they always tell you, like, "Oh, there's a good, like, work to life balance and shit," you know, but there really isn't, bro, like, you're really gonna be doing that all the fucking time.
Yeah. This one fucking kid in rehab that I met. I mean, he wasn't a kid. He was older than me. His name was Eric. He was like this gay dude from fucking like North Jersey, like New Brunswick maybe area, and he was like a heroin addict, but he like made hella racks. He was saying he was like a salesman, but not even it was like selling jewelry or something so like stupid, like in like a Macy's or some shit like that, or like a Sephora, or like I don't even know, like some shit like that. But he said he like made so much commission and shit and like had so much money, like, but it like didn't like make a difference. Like he like hated himself, like, so like yeah, that's an important thing to just note, like with doing a lot of shit. Like the racks don't come easy, and that's why I liked gambling, because it's like you like the feeling is really good when you make racks to the moon, like off of gambling, especially when it's off of some bullshit like a tennis parlay or something. Like predicting something like that, or just like taking the odds that are in your favor and winning, like it just feels like your ego gets peaked, and that's why you keep going, because you just assume that's what happens.
Yeah.
But there's good ways to get rackies to the moon.
Hell yeah, to the moon. Did you ever were you ever investing like in crypto or any of that shit, like during the pandemic when everybody was doing that?
Yeah, a little bit during 2020. My mom like like right before I went to school, I guess, like whenever the stim money hit, like she like
That
signed me.
stimmy.
Yeah, she signed me up for it, bro, and she took like most of the money from me. And when by the time that I found out that like I like had money that was in my name, like she took like 8K. Like I had like 10K that was given to me. So I got like 2K. But I put the 2K into like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and put a little bit more and made like probably like 5K off of it or something. But that was about it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So then I just like lived off of that in college and like paid for school with money like that.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah, but now we're in 2024 and shit's fucking crypto's done.
Yeah,
I'm trying to invest.
I don't know. I mean, I still know some friends who are like on the crypto wave or whatever, but I don't really know shit about that anymore. Like
people want to do
tapped
AI.
out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the fucking money, it's retarded. I mean, it's fine. Like I don't know, but I think Taiwan Semiconductors is a good stock. That one probably will go to the moon.
Hell yeah. But yeah, man, I think this is gonna be a good time to like wrap it up.
Yeah, that's a good fucking little talk.
Yeah, but it was good to have you on, man. Do you want to plug anything like your IG or?
No, my IG is just syncopated void, but like I don't know. I'm probably gonna try to do other stuff, so it doesn't even matter.
You.
Yeah.
Got anything else in the works you want to let people know about?
Not really. I mean, I did finish like a little novella, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I want to kind of make it like I want to make like original prints of it that are like kind of hard to read and like have like mucus on the pages and shit like that. I want to make like
you said wait, you said a what? A novel?
Yeah, but it's shorter than a novel. They call it novella or something like that.
Oh, really?
It's like
it's like
it's around like 70 pages or so. But I don't know what I'm gonna
that's
do.
Kind of sick.
Yeah, but I want to make it have just like mucus and shit and like stupid stuff on it. So
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, but yeah, it was nice talking and shit. I'll like hit you up.
Yeah, you too, man. Yeah, definitely, for sure. I'll send you my personal and everything.
Yeah, send me that shit, bro.
All right. Peace, man.